All right. Welcome back to another episode of When It Rays, It Pours. I'm Keith Ray.
I'm Prince Rogers Nelson. I've got a line in my pocket.
I hear it's ready to roar.
Roar.
How you doing this week, John?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yep, hanging in there. Got a little accident earlier this week.
Yeah, man. In a bit of a fender bender. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Are they going to be able to repair your car?
I don't know yet. I'm hoping so.
Yeah. Got hit at one of them funky ass intersections with what is it? I think it's 4-way or 4-lane on 6-lane or something like that.
Yeah, it's just some crazy lights.
Well,
nobody was hurt. Everything will be okay.
Well, that's good that nobody was hurt. I've never been in a car accident where somebody got hurt, you know. I've been in quite a few of them, but...
well, you were in one where you got pretty hurt.
I got banged up, but it was nothing... they still took me to jail instead of letting me stay at the hospital, so...
You weren't hurt enough then.
Yeah, I was hurt enough to be evaluated at the hospital, but just not to stay. It's funny, this week you identify as Prince, or the artist formerly known.
I'm the artist formerly known as Prince.
It's a
Don't dead name me, or I will make you dead.
and then serve me pancakes.
I'm more of a waffle guy.
Really?
So one thing Prince got wrong.
Why do you like waffles more than pancakes?
So better.
See, I like pancakes because you can do more with them. Well, I guess you can't really do... You could put peanut butter on them. I like that. I like peanut butter on
Put
pancakes.
peanut butter on whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but peanut butter on a waffle? I don't know.
You could put peanut butter on your asshole and lick it.
I guess... So what you're saying is that you can put peanut butter on anything, but
You can put it on pancakes. You can put it on waffles too.
Somehow I've like internalized these rules as to what peanut butter can be put on and can't be put on. But really, it's like I'm a slave to the constructs of peanut butter usage.
You're limiting yourself.
Yeah, I never really
That's
thought of it that way.
What I'm saying, and I said it in a lot less words than you did.
Well, but you wouldn't put peanut butter on a waffle, would you?
You could if you want.
I mean,
if that's what your breakfast pastry decisions rely on, is being able to put peanut butter on them.
You put peanut butter on toast. We all know that. Peanut butter toast. Little granulated sugar on top of that shit. Don't fuck around. So peanut butter is good on other things you serve with breakfast. I don't know if it would be good on a waffle. I just think butter, syrup.
If you like pancakes because you can put peanut butter on them, that just explains why pancakes are worse than waffles. Because waffles don't need to have peanut butter put on them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like a waffle, butter and syrup.
Yeah.
Now, would you...
Or if it's a blueberry waffle, you can put a little bit of a blueberry drizzle on it.
Ooh, that's nice. Maybe a blueberry reduction.
Chocolate chip waffles. Fucking put a dollop of fucking ice cream on that bitch.
You know, I never really got
Let's
into
really get into fucking getting diabetes. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I love waffles, but I haven't had one in probably over a year.
Because when you do waffles, you do them up with like dessert toppings on them. That's too much.
No, I didn't say I've ever did that.
It's just
saying you could, because that's the type of shit you would do. Because,
yeah. Okay. So, I am Keith Ray. You know, people that watch the show, you guys know me. Comedian, writer, But now, another feather in the cap. I'm a director. I've had my show, Brozan, in production for 4 weeks now. And did pre-production for months leading up to that. And tomorrow, I get to add the feather of being an actor on the show as well. Oh,
Say
snap.
hi, Sadie.
Oh, there we go. I'm over here trying to talk about how I'm finally going to get to be on camera on this show that I wrote, and John's got to take the cute dogs and steal the thunder.
Come here, little boy.
You don't notice
You can pick up Archie.
Oh, Archie boy, come here. Come here, little guy.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're not in the bomb zone
Yeah.
studio. We're in a new studio.
We're,
Oh, Muffin.
oh, God. Just French kissing my ear. Hey, Muffin. Do you know you're sitting on a TV star's knee?
That's
right.
my baby.
That's right. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be on camera for the first time, John, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm thinking about, like, how am I going to direct and act at the same time? Like...
Probably haphazardly, like you do everything else.
Well, I'm grateful that I have the cinematographer that I have to work with, because, like, he doesn't need a ton of direction to get the shots that I want for the show. He's very apt. He does great work. He's the one who's been able to piecemeal these last couple episodes of the podcast together with all my technological blunders.
Yeah, you're wasting all this camera battery on this stupid show and fucking up our shit.
I'm just
You wrote me out of the fucking TV show.
I didn't write you out. I was tasked. It's funny. The cat that I'm going to be filming with tomorrow, Jeff Tate. I had cast him to play a bartender in this show that I wrote about pain pills and violence.
It's this one of Stanhope's guys.
Yeah, he used to open for Stanhope. I mean, he's a headliner in his own right. But then, and I cast him to play the bartender in that. And then he saw this bit of my stand-up, and he was like, no, this show about pills and handguns is not good. You gotta do that bit as the show. You gotta take, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's something I might be able to do. So I went home and I rewrote the entire show, and he still plays the bartender in it, because, believe it or not, the main character in this show still is an alcoholic. It's but I'm just saying, I'm excited about Brozan. I'm excited about being an actor. I've never been an actor. Been a comic. Which is not the same. But it does feel, because it's like something that I wrote and I know what I want out of the scenes, I feel like I'm going to be able to do the job. I don't know if I'd be able to do that for somebody else necessarily, but it's pretty cool getting to see this like come together, man, come to fruition. It's been a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights. And it's the same old story when you're the only one at 3 a.m, sleeping single in a double bed. You know how it is. Little Barbara Chantrell, or Chantel, Chandrell. I can't remember.
Chantilly Lace. I don't know.
That's a good song. The Big Bopper. Oh, hello, baby. I didn't know that you went in for those old crooners.
I wasn't old crooner for a week.
Yeah, I remember when you identified as Crying Johnny Ray.
The name wasn't Crying Johnny Ray.
It wasn't?
No.
What was the name?
Just Johnny Ray.
Just Johnny. But I mean, that's
in the song. It's Poor Old Johnny Ray.
Oh, okay. But I thought, I mean, I think they called him Crying Johnny Ray because he would cry when he would sing. I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure.
I just was the guy. I wasn't alive back when he actually lived. So I don't know what the fucking other people called him. I know what I call him and what he called himself.
This is, John, I got to say, this is a little confusing. First off, like the fact that you have an entirely new identity every week is a lot to keep up with. But then again,
Well, get with the times, motherfucker. You lived in L.A. Everybody's allowed to be whoever they want at any time.
yeah, and you know, you could say that you're almost like
What the fuck? Miley Cyrus is allowed to change what she is every week, but I can't.
does Miley
Demi
Cyrus
Lovato?
change what she is? I didn't know.
I think so. She's been bi, pan, engaged to dudes, whatever, all that shit.
Yeah, she's got a good voice.
I like Miley. I don't got any problem with Miley Cyrus. Demi Lovato's a fucking crazy cunt, but
Are you still getting updates on her new personalities?
no, she's been a little silent ever since she tried to shame a fucking store for having fat-free on their labels.
Oh yeah.
Because we're not allowed to tell what's in our products anymore because it triggers.
What's so triggering about seeing fat free?
But yeah, you go to a fucking frozen yogurt store and you're surprised that they have
A healthy option?
healthy options. That
They sell
triggers you.
exclusively dessert.
Why don't you fucking go to fucking Baskin Robbins and you fucking used to be fat bitch?
Well, yeah. Oh, so it's like because
But I digress.
some people, yeah, you're personality fluid. You have a new alter ego
Listen,
almost every week.
Demi Lovato, you're crazy. You're nuts. You're a piece of garbage. But I would die for you. I would die for you.
I see what you're doing there. Yeah. So you're Prince now, which that's got to be fun. You
Fuck
still,
yeah. And
you still dress the same, and
this is my basketball outfit.
understandable. I mean, the Prince I've always heard of just wore his club clothes when he played ball, but
Yeah,
you know.
you fucking believe everything Dave Chappelle says or Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Don't be besmudging the name of the late great Charles Murphy.
Yeah, you never heard of fucking embellishing for a story? You're a fucking comedian, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
You think everything in the fucking machine story happened exactly how Bert said it? No, he knows how to tell a good fucking story.
Fair enough. I would have never. I mean, I don't know how much of that story is real, but apparently they're making a movie out of it. That's what I heard.
It's made.
Well, they got to cut it and stuff. There's a lot of post production things.
Yeah, that's
It's like-
it's an editing shit. It's coming out next year. But, I mean, the story is true, but that's what I'm saying. The exact same words that the cop said to him at the end.
Yeah.
I heard you're the machine. You party with us tonight. The cop probably didn't say that. The cop just probably said, you can go because the mafia paid me. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make for a fucking good punchline, does it?
No.
Seasoned comedian Keith Ray.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've gone off into this crazy.
When Prince plays and I do talk in the third person, when Prince plays basketball, he wears appropriate basketball clothes.
Oh man.
And he says the N-word a lot.
Well, you.
Like, when I hit a three, I'm like, Damn. This N-word. Nice.
Oh, you just because you're still white, but also
I'm not white,
Prince.
Keith.
But also Prince.
I'm the color that Prince was. Not black. I'm pretty much mixed. Well, I mean, you know.
Once, no, I'm not touching that. So anyway,
I only use the N-word on the basketball court. We'll
yeah,
put it that
and you
way.
say N-word instead of saying the N-word.
No, I say the actual word on the basketball court.
On the basketball court, it's just like, it's like a Richard Pryor album out there when you're playing ball. Huh?
Yeah, it's like a 2012 version of Your Mom's House. I'm nice. And I like bikes.
Okay, so, well, I thought you'd have some questions for me about how, like, I'm gonna be able to direct this scene and also perform in it at the same time. Like, this is a big step.
Yeah, it's a big thing for people to do when there's actual money on the line and jobs on the line and shit like that. It's just you and a bunch of your friends doing some bullshit.
No, I'm paying people. It's all I'm paying all the money. There's money on the line. It's
I understand there's money on the line, but
it's my money, which makes it even more like it's gotta be right.
It's not like when Tarantino fucking used the money he sold True Romance for to make fucking Reservoir Dogs.
No, it's like a guy.
It's you using fucking pull tab money
Yes, that's what
to pay your fucking deadbeat friends from Newcastle to say words that you wrote.
It is. Well, usually people.
No offense to Keith's friends.
Usually, you have to put out a product before you get such a damaging criticism. Like, usually you have to have seen something to critique it that harshly.
Well, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be good.
There is something on the line when it's your money. Whether it's
look at Harmony Korine, dude. He's
yeah,
done pretty well off of kids and Gummo.
Yeah, no, I would like to. Dude, have you seen Spring Breakers? That shit's a
Dude,
masterpiece.
this dude's got famous off of filming a kid eating spaghetti in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Keith, you can do good with your buddies in Newcastle. I'm not saying it won't do good.
Hey, I got Jeff Tate. I got the production company that does all the online work for Bob and Tom. I'm making moves. This is real. This is a real production. It is all. I don't have investors.
Bob and Tom, the
I got pull tab money.
The morning show with the guy that's not there, but they still play his canned laughter, and the other guy that just had heart surgery and has to do shows from his bed at home, like a dude in a fucking sanitarium in Colorado with tuberculosis doing the radio still, dude. Retire already, motherfuckers.
God damn, John! I didn't know you were gonna unload on the kings of Midwestern terrestrial radio.
Dude, yeah, fucking. Enough is how. You know, how much money do you need to make your bed at night? Man, come on, it's time. Relax already.
God damn. Well, you know how it is when you're doing something you love. You know, it doesn't even
Dude,
feel like
Tom
work at all.
Griswold doesn't love anything.
Oh my God!
He's a cold, heartless man
Oh my fucking Christ!
loves
John.
nothing.
What do you know this dude?
I used to work at Hillcrest Country Club. Shout out to Ed Knitch.
Who's Ed Knitch?
He used to be the pro of Hillcrest Country Club. They named the street after him. And he used to come into my barbecue restaurant all the time.
Bro, I just hope my homie Willie doesn't see this shit, bro. Like, you just fucking
I'm
drug
saying,
his dad
dude,
over some coals, bro.
No, I'm saying they were awesome. But dude, Give it up already.
Give
dude.
it up already.
Like, fucking have fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that they were terrible. They're fucking funny, man.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying enough already, dude.
Oh man, that's so funny, dude. Do you?
Sorry, Willie. Willie might be the one that used to throw rocks at cars in the
No,
in
that
the
was
parking
the other
lot.
brother. That was the other brother. I've asked him on a couple of occasions.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not-
one time
that's
I
what I'm
asked
saying.
him.
I'm not hating on them, dude. They became a nationally syndicated show from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, respect. But
Yeah, and
enough already.
And Willie is straight up just like us, just a couple of dudes that grew up in Lawrence, Well, I mean, I grew up partly here, partly in the middle of nowhere, but
Partly in Boston, partly you've been all over.
Yeah.
I stayed in one spot.
I think that's why I like to move so much.
Dude,
Like I don't really feel that sense of permanence because it's like I didn't really have that growing up, so it's not something that I really value. Like I like the idea of I'm moving to Boston next year. Oh, I'm moving to Austin next year. Oh, I'm moving to whatever Costco parking lot will have my 2000 Ford Taurus. I like that shit. I like living at 1989 Plymouth Silhouette Avenue. I don't mind being a little bit of a transient, not putting down roots. Coming on the tits of multiple women.
I always thought you were adopted.
Really?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say you're like 9 years
there
old when
I was there when you were born.
exactly.
No,
You were pretty aware.
I'm the total opposite though. I hate moving. I hate any of that shit. I like to fucking stay.
Oh shit! Damn.
Fuck.
And we'll be right back.
Damn it.
Can't ever keep a fucking white shirt in my life. I've never, fucking second time I wore it.
Hockaloogie, wiki-waki, the white man blew up my island. Hockaloogie, wiki-waki, the white man blew up my island.
Welcome back to another episode of When It Rains, It Pours. I'm Keith Ray.
I'm Prince Rogers Nelson. I've got a line in my pocket.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Here it's ready to roar.
Roar.
Oh, John, I'm super stoked, man. This is a great weekend, man. It's a weekend I've been looking forward to for a long time.
What is that?
Well, tomorrow I'm gonna be acting for the first time in my show that I wrote and I've been directing, and so this is gonna be the first time I've ever acted in a project where I'm also the director and also the writer. But I mean, I've acted in things I've written before, but this is gonna be
Regular Larry David here, huh?
pretty much like I have another feather in my cap. Now I'm a comedian, I'm a writer, I'm a director,
You're Jewish.
I'm an actor. Well, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I've been progressive for about 3 weeks now, and
You've been pretty good.
yeah, now that I've been a progressive for a little while, I've dabbled in progressivism, and maybe Judaism is the next step. Maybe maybe I should convert to Judaism, although it's probably a lot harder than being a Catholic. I know it's a lot harder than being just regular Christian, because all you got to do is say, I'm a Christian.
First
Boom,
off,
you're a Christian.
there's one big upgrade if you become a Jew.
What would that be?
I will finally love you. Because you know how much I love the Jews.
Hell yeah, dude. Zeb's still going strong over in
The artist
Afghanistan.
formerly known as Prince loves the Jews.
Was Prince Jewish?
No, but I love him.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here. What are you talking about?
The other Prince, the Prince that is dead now.
I'm not dead, Keith. I'm Prince.
Well, I understand that you identify as Prince, because you're what's called personality fluid.
Yes.
You adopt
That's
the personalities.
one of my pronouns. Personality fluid.
Personality fluid. Well, Your Majesty, if I can remember your pronouns.
I've got a few of them.
Yeah.
Probably more than anybody. I collect them like Pokemon cards. But I never did any of that Pokemon stuff.
No, you had more like baseball cards, basketball cards.
Yeah, football. Manly stuff. But now I have all kinds of collections.
Yeah, you collect personalities. You collect
Names.
names.
Got a lot of names. More aliases than probably anyone on Earth.
Yeah, like if you were to do your AKAs, like rapper does, and when they're like, "Oh, I'm Lil Wayne, AKA Wheezy, AKA Stanky James."
It'd be longer than R. Kelly's apology song that he did.
Oh man, that song is so long, dude.
Like 17 minutes of him just saying things he did wrong.
Yeah, he's like, I might
I
have
cheated
to-
on that one girl in Atlanta. And got her cousin pregnant.
in Denver.
Sorry about the abortion of that girl in Atlanta.
Dude,
It's my girlfriend's cousin.
at one point he's like, I know I was molested.
But then I molested. And I'm sorry.
He's like, maybe I can't read. Did you think about that?
Yeah.
He breaks down how he can't read and he has no money. And maybe he wasn't always the nicest guy. I think that's one of the ways he puts it in the song. It's like, maybe I wasn't always the nicest guy.
Yeah. We should. They did this shit on Skanks. We shouldn't step all over it, but it is funny.
Dude, I've listened to that song with people. I've been like, have you heard his like true
It's
confession
terrible.
song?
It's so terrible.
And it's like,
So I can't read or write.
yeah, bringing it. First off, that has nothing to do with it. Like, I understand that being illiterate is an obstacle. It can't be easy being an illiterate person. Although being a world-renowned, multi-platinum, selling recording artist with millions of dollars
Somehow he figured
probably
it
makes
out.
it a little bit easier.
Somehow he figured it out.
I don't know if he did it though. Like, I'm still undecided on R. Kelly. Still 100% gonna listen to the music regardless. Like,
Oh yeah, you still listen
doesn't-
to Michael Jackson shit too.
yeah, it
Fuck
doesn't.
that boy could sing and that boy could dance.
It's like it doesn't unmake how good the tunes are.
Yeah,
And I don't know about this whole like sex cult accusation. It's like,
it seems
why do
trumped
you?
up to
Yeah.
me, but
Why do you have to call him a cult?
100% he's a creep. But I think it's just part of, like, dude, they're coming after people like Dan Rather and fucking Tom Brokaw and shit. What do you think? These motherfuckers are getting canceled after 40 years because they fucking ran their hand down a woman's back in a hug,
Oh man.
a consensual hug. You think they can't trump up some fucking charges on R. Kelly? That motherfucker's probably done the nastiest shit to women that anybody could do.
Yeah, like this is a dude who will like have 6 or 7 women from the audience, grown women, get up on the stage, shake their ass. He'll be playing fucking bongos on their butts and shit. And it's like part of the show, as it should be at an R. Kelly show. I don't know if you've ever seen footage of an R. Kelly performance, but the people in the crowd seem to be having a good time. Okay? They're not just... He doesn't do theaters with seats in them. You know what I'm saying? He does places where people can get up and move.
Dude, he's just learning from the best, man.
Yeah.
Just look at those old fucking concerts I watch of the fucking P-Funk and shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're throwing flowers out into the crowd to the women and shit. If you got a flower, you come back to the back and you get fucked. That's how they roll.
And
That's what they did back then, man. Fucking the rock and roll bands did the same shit.
I'm just not so sure that
they'd have their
that in and of
fucking,
itself
roadies,
is a terrible thing.
They'd have their roadies take the fucking Def Leppard. Even those queer-looking British dudes used to fuck the shit out of some chicks.
Well, they were part of that whole like gender blender era and glam rock.
No, they were fucking smashing ass.
Oh,
They were doing more. They were probably fucking more chicks than Motley Crue, dude. Those Def Leppard motherfuckers were. They had a whole stage. They had the stage built up so they could go under the stage, and that's where they had all the sex during a drum solo by the fucking one-armed dude.
Well, all I know is as far as what's going
This
on.
dude's up there with one arm drumming his ass off while the rest of those motherfuckers are down there screwing and shit.
That's ridiculous. He's up there. He's doing this long drum solo so they can get laid during the show. That's insane.
Yeah, any of the times I would put on concerts, I just was all about the music.
Well, all I can tell from articles about this R. Kelly trial is that they've introduced evidence that he slept with women that were 18 years old or 19 years old. And then they were like, except this one woman who he slept with, she was 16, but it was in a state where 16 is the age of consent. And you're like, okay, so can you get to the crimes that he's committed? Because as creepy as that is, and like as sure as we all can be that he like bought a house, bought an estate in that state so he could bang cusping, barely legal chicks, as sure as we can be about that,
He's gone.
tell me a crime that they could prove that he committed.
It doesn't matter. Everybody knows it's the same thing, dude. Everybody knows he's guilty. He's a creep. He's nasty. Fucks 15-year-olds. All this shit.
Yeah, well, we know that he did that shit.
It doesn't matter if that's what he's charged with and that's what he's gonna go. They're gonna find some. It's like this new documentary on Netflix, Cocaine Cowboys.
Okay, what's that about?
These dudes were the biggest cocaine dealers in Florida, in Miami.
Okay.
They fucking had warrants out for them, and they were on ESPN racing speedboats and shit. Because that's how they brought the cocaine, was on speedboats.
Oh, okay.
But they're on ESPN with fucking professional teams, speedboat racing teams. So even back in the 80s, with as little following as speedboat racing has, it costs a lot to have a fucking speedboat racing team.
Yeah.
Boats cost a lot of fucking money, dude. It doesn't matter what you're doing with them, but they're on ESPN.
Flexing.
Fucking flexing. They never, ever, neither one of them, the two, it was Sal and Eddie.
Okay. So it sounds like a couple of coke dealers.
Sal Magluta and Eddie Falcone. It's a good documentary, dude. It's like 6 parts. 5 parts, 6 parts. But, dude, they never were convicted of any of the fucking cocaine shit. But the dude South got fucking 205 years for fucking faulty passports.
Oh shit.
So it doesn't matter. Once they want to get you, they get you. But like these dudes escaped so much shit.
Well, it's like we know there's provable
Like they
evidence
were out there just fucking driving speedboat, and they were the ones that won all the time, of course.
which makes sense. They had the
But
fucking
so
money
they're
to burn.
getting interviewed and shit on fucking ESPN. Oh, Sal, yeah, you really took that last turn there real nice. Yeah. Like, these motherfuckers just played the government for fucking 15, 16, 20 years.
Well, that's the
And
thing.
then
It's
they,
like
they
there's
still
proof.
they still never got busted on any of the cocaine trafficking. They got busted for fake passports and gun charges. But they got like 190 years and 205 years. Like,
That's ridiculous.
outrageous shit.
That's ridiculous. They give them such long sentences. The sentences are just way too long. I mean, the only crimes that need longer sentences are like pedophilia. You get like 6 years, or just straight rape. You get like 10 years, 12 years.
Jeez, Keith, you seem a little versed in this information.
Well, no, it's just I've always noticed when you hear somebody getting sentenced.
I've always noticed when I rape somebody, they try and give me 6 years.
No, I'm like, I've never done anything like that in my life, but you see,
Yeah, I was joking.
you see these people that get like these slap on the wrist sentences and that shit. But then you hear about a couple of guys who just like to race boats and shoot guns, and they got to do 200 years.
Well, they like to sell a lot of coke too.
Well, prove it, motherfuckers. That's the problem.
That's what's funny too.
That's the fucking
They
government's
started
job.
like in the 80s, and they didn't even ever get locked up till the early 2000s. Like, I might have actually snorted some of their shit.
What? All I'm saying is, there's
Dude,
no question.
Listen to this though.
There's no
they
question.
They offered the government. They said, they tried to offer a deal to the government where they would admit to the shit, plead guilty, and all this, and they would turn over, or they wouldn't plead guilty, but they would turn over 70 million kilos.
Okay.
Or
700,000.
$70 million and like 100,000 kilos or something,
Oh my
just
god.
in one house.
So it's just a house full of money and
the
coke.
government turned it down because they thought they would get him. The government lost that case, but then they ended up getting him back, and then they got him for fucking these bullshit like fake passports.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
It's ridiculous.
Well, but the government spent 15 after they offered that deal. It was like 15 years. So how much money did the government spend on those 15 years to finally get them on the fucking passport charges?
Yeah, because that's exactly what's going on with
Just
the R. Kelly
wasting money.
case.
Like, you could have
They
got
tried to
a ton
get
of
him back
money,
in the day. They
a
couldn't
ton
get
of
him.
money and a ton of cocaine off the street.
Yeah.
And they would have served, 5 or 10 years, but instead you spend all that money for fucking 15 years.
Yeah, they should have took the deal when they had it.
Yeah.
It's like how much time and money's been spent chasing down R. Kelly, which we know there's no question that he fucked girls that were way too young to be sleeping with a grown man as a grown man in his younger days. I mean, he was married to Aaliyah, who was in no way old enough to be getting married to a grown-ass man.
Also, he murdered Aaliyah by fattening up her bodyguard so that her plane would crash.
Yes, I'm aware of your belief in this conspiracy theory. So there's no question that he's engaged in sex with underage girls and, dare I say, children when he was younger. But it's like when I watched the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, there just isn't any evidence that he's still participating in those kinds of crimes. And since they can't get him for the shit that he did back in the day, because the statute of limitations is passed, they are establishing a pattern towards non-crimes. And you're like, he loopholed you on the youngest girl that you have a story from. And then you have a bunch of women who were like 21, 19, 18, talking about how they lived with him and engaged in consensual relationships. And he was an asshole to them, but they can't get him on any of the ways he was abusive and an asshole, once again, because of statute of limitations. It's this kind of an almost thing where they're just still not managing to prove a crime that was committed in the time that they're able to prosecute, because he's kept the same down-ass bitches for like the last decade.
No.
Like,
back to Jews.
yes, John.
That last Jew in Afghanistan is fucking my hero, dude.
Dude, Zeb? Zeb is a
Zablon.
killer.
Zab.
It's Z-E-B.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've seen it different spellings, but
Well, Zeb.
we just call him LJA.
LJA. Yeah, last Jew of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a
This
straight up G.
motherfucker's a boss, dude.
Yeah.
Like, first off, he's been the last Jew since 2005.
He's held the belt for a long time.
Because in 1998, he chased off his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
And in 2005, he chased off the second to last Jew because they hated each other. Because
Yeah.
all Jews hate other Jews.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but you can say that, and I don't think there
Most.
should be any consequences for it.
Not all, most. Correction. No, but this dude is such. This fucking guy that's a fucking American or Israeli that owns a private security company sends in a team, like a SEAL team.
Yeah,
Fucking-
private contractors.
Yeah, private contractor Team 6 goes in to fucking rescue this guy. And as he's packing, he says, I demand you give me $50,000
Yeah, or I'm not leaving.
or I'm not leaving. Okay. Pay me $50,000 for you to rescue me from obvious beheading.
Yeah, and that one guy is like the
This dude
the
is-
American Israeli dude is like, we don't pay people to rescue them. And it's like, well, then fuck off.
Yeah. Get out of my synagogue, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I kicked out the last Jew that was in this motherfucker. I'm still here. There's only room for one fucking Jew in this country. You stupid son of a bitch private contractor. Give me my money or get the fuck out. This dude is the fucking king, man.
Dude,
He hates his wife so much.
50 grand. He's like, you want me to leave?
You want me to divorce my wife? Give me $50,000. I'm 62. What? Dude. $50,000 is... This dude is living in...
It's ridiculous.
in fucking the heart of Afghanistan.
It's
in a broken down, bombed out synagogue by himself.
yeah.
For 16 years. for 16 years.
Well, you expect he probably has a couple friends in the community.
Dude, this is my fucking
he has a couple
hero.
of friends.
It's close between him and Larry David for my favorite.
He maybe even has a girlfriend, but they got to keep it on the sly, on the sneaky.
Oh,
She can't be visiting him
he's
at
probably
the
getting
synagogue.
Muslim prostitutes, but he just goes in a tissue and as long as it doesn't hit the ground. That's their That's a religion.
In Judaism, your cum can't
Your
hit
seed
the
can't.
ground.
Yeah, your seed can't hit the ground.
I've never.
Look it up.
Well, that's a.
I'm not making shit up.
That'll be a good question for me to ask the rabbi when I go to inquire about what it would take for me to become a Jew. I thought make a television show and the Judaism will just come to you. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to really put in some effort. I hear that you have to learn how to speak a dead language and kind of sing it at the same time.
So you're planning on maybe converting?
Well, I mean, being a progressive has been good because when people tell me things that I don't agree with, I'm like fucking reactionary, and I just wag my finger in their face and name call them, and they lose, because I'm progressive. So if you don't agree with me, you're fucking regressive,
Well, if
That's been pretty good to me. I don't really have to argue anymore. I can just tell people
converting
they're
to
wrong.
Judaism will do one good thing for you.
What's that?
Earn your brother's love and respect.
Well, I thought
You know how much I love him.
I thought the determination to, write and produce and direct, and star in my own television show on my own dime might, get me a little bit of your love and respect.
Oh, first off, you cut me out. Second off, let me see the sides. I don't know.
I did
I'll
not.
let you know when I see. I'm not gonna just pat you on the back for fucking spending money.
Well,
Anybody can spend money.
I didn't cut you out. Okay.
I want to see the finished result
Before
I tell you good job.
well,
You might do a bad job.
I don't. Well, I don't think I'm going to be doing
More
a bad
than
job.
likely, it's probably going to be a bad job.
Although, if you think about it, maybe I'm spreading myself too thin.
Like
Being I'm not Roman Polanski. I'm just a guy who
your goal
talks
should be,
about pussy on stage. And,
Your goal should be to make something that I will watch the whole thing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's the ceiling.
Yeah. No.
If I watch the whole thing, that's the most you could hope for.
Well, it's probably only going to be like 15 minutes long, so don't worry.
I'm a fucking busy man. I'm fucking Prince Rogers Nelson, motherfucker. I sell out stadiums and I play While My Guitar Gently Weeps way better than George Harrison or Eric Clapton. And I get lifted off the stage by a bodyguard in a red pimp suit. Because that's what I do. Big shit.
Well,
Not fucking 15-minute sitcoms. Okay, what is it? A short? Fucking put that shit on TikTok.
damn, bro. No, it's
I
gonna
fucking play stadiums and shred guitar. Shred guitars that are in the symbol of the name that I used to have when I didn't go by my name that I have now that I used to have. In your face. Way better.
That might have been the greatest sentence I've ever heard.
Yeah. Way better at Hollywood than you.
well, I didn't get cut out of the show, but
Yeah.
but I didn't want to cut you out. I just didn't have a place
You
for a
couldn't
cop.
afford me.
And that, none of the people I'm related to that are in the show are getting paid.
Plus,
But
all the dates you tried to book me for, I was booked on Bob and Tom.
Oh, you're going on Bob and Tom, are you?
Yeah, I love Bob and Tom.
What we should do is we should just put out all three. This is the most ridiculous conversations I've ever done in my life.
What are you breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, I'm going to, because that's what we're going to do. So let's talk a little bit more about fucking...
Just talk about your show. We'll cut.
No.
I'm just trying to
No,
fucking make you laugh, dude.
No, dude. No,
I
don't
made
do
you
don't,
fucking laugh
No,
so
dude.
hard right now.
Dude, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why we're going to... I think we should just put all three of them out.
Do whatever you want.
It's so
I don't
fucking
care.
funny. You've just been killing it today. You're on like fucking fire. Is it okay that I broke the fourth wall? Or we are just a couple of guys sitting talking?
I don't give a fuck, Keith. I'm talking about you. Don't do too much work. Don't spend too much money, and don't make your friends mad. Like, I really I didn't even think about. I'm not trying to make your friends mad. I wasn't hating on Bob and Tom. They're fucking legends. They've done so much good for the city, dude. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying, retire already. You're old as fuck. That's it. Like,
That's all I said.
If I was old and rich like that motherfucker, I would be retired. That's all I was saying.
What do you want to do when you retire? You want to play golf?
Yeah, I want to fucking play golf now.
I want to play golf now.
I'm fucking doing this shit with you. What the fuck? Tiptoeing through the tulips for the Q95, man. Dude, Bob and Tom's done so much great for the city. Like, I would never hate on them.
Hell yeah. No,
They're fucking good radio people. I'm just saying. Bob figured it out. I want to be with my wife and not be with you. I want to be by myself. You should do the same. Like, just fucking relax, dude. You got enough money. This motherfucker is cake. You realize how much money that motherfucker has?
But like, if you couldn't give me enough money to not want to make things to make people laugh, you know? And like, maybe he's the exact same way about the radio. And it's just like, he wants to literally be on the fucking mic and have have the little beep, beep, beep
dude,
machine go fucking flatline.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to shit on somebody, shit on fucking Howard Stern. He does 3 shows a week and fucking,
and it's all fluff.
Hundreds of millions. Like, dude,
It's
most
all
of his
fluff.
shit is all fucking
US
That's
Weekly.
what I'm saying. This
Us
dude
Weekly.
is committed.
Fucking
Griswold is fucking committed, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking tears it. That's what I'm saying. He's still. I'm saying.
But
You got enough money,
but
dude.
if I had that loot, I would be
got
laid
enough
up
money,
chilling.
yes.
Yeah. That's the thing, man, though. I really...
I don't know how you're going to chop any of this shit together.
No, we're just going to put all 3 of them back to back, takes 1, 2, and 3. And, like, man, this is the great thing about what we do, you know, about comedy and about podcasting. At the end of the day, if you do it the way that I am and that most of the people involved in those particular crafts are, you've got creative control. You got a little bit of fucking control over how you're seen, over how it all comes out. And that's like, if you gave me $1 billion, I would be like, oh man, we can make some really cool shit with this money. Shit, they didn't give me $1 billion. They gave me just a decent, can pay enough to live on job. And I was like, I should make a television show. I should be broke. Again, that's what I am right now. You fucking know. I talked to you earlier this week, and it's like, I'm fucking broke. I have a great paying job. And I live in a place where things are fucking dirt cheap. And I managed to make myself fucking flat busted again. As busted as LA. I mean, I got the same amount of leftover pizza in the fridge you know, as the only food in the house that is mine. The same cold pieces of pizza chilling that I had out in LA when I was fucking flat busted. I haven't eaten ketchup and crackers, but I mean, give it time. We're only 3 scenes in film wise, so we got 3 more to do. We got 3 more to do. But yeah, man. More money I get, the more money I'm gonna want to try and figure out how to do something cool with, you know, and not. Maybe it's for my own ego. Maybe it's because I want people to have something quality to entertain them.
The more money I get, the more I just want to fucking sit down and not listen to anybody fucking talk ever.
Yeah.
I'll sit in a fucking dark room by myself and say,
with money piled all around you.
This is living.
This is living.
I don't gotta listen to anybody.
Do you really hate people, John? Do you really hate people that much that just like just hearing them fucking talk?
Just the ones I know. I can't judge anybody if I don't meet them.
God. Oh. Hey, I don't blame you, man. You know, people get on my fucking nerves too. And you know, because we live in a fucking world where we have some kind of respect for one another, a basic respect for one another, we just kind of swallow it. Just kind of like a big, gross loogie across the back of your scratchy throat. We just fucking swallow
dude,
it.
It's like they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you want to kill yourself. It's a common saying. I didn't make it up. Other people have said that before. I'm making you laugh. I like that.
Oh my God. Oh. You want to call it?
Well, I got one.
Oh, wait.
One
we
story
can't.
I want to talk about.
Are you talking about the Jesus dude? The Zion priest?
No. Oh, some crazy dude in Africa said he was Jesus and his parishioners buried him alive and he died. In the story.
Yeah.
No, the important story is I went to the doctor.
Oh, you did?
Guess what he told me?
What?
Guess what he told me?
What?
He said, boy, you better learn to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool. Because nothing compares to Jews.
Oh my God. Such a long way to go.
Shout out to the last Jew in Afghanistan.
That's right. Zeb all the way. Zeb 2024.